Donald Trump was the first U.S. president to be elected without any political or military experience.
You're hired.
And the 2020 election will be a referendum on his first 4 years in office.
It's an election. Who knows what happens, right? I think we're going to win. I think we're going to win by a lot.
Trump struck a divisive tone from the start of his presidential campaign.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. If you see somebody getting ready to throw a tomato, knock the crap out of them. I promise you, I will pay for the legal fees.
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States.
And that continued into the White House, where he focused on his populist base of voters and a domestic-first agenda.
From this day forward, it's going to be only America first. The radical left, they hate our history, they hate our values, and they hate everything we prize as Americans. You know what I am? I'm a nationalist, okay? I'm a nationalist.
Trump won the Electoral College by winning key states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin in 2016, despite losing the popular vote. A 2-year-long investigation led by special counsel Robert Mueller found that Russia interfered in the 2016 election with the goal of helping Trump win. Members of his campaign were charged with crimes, but the investigation did not find any coordination between the Trump campaign and Russia.
If we had had confidence that the president clearly did not commit a crime, we would have said so.
Trump has spent a good portion of his time in office undoing many of President Obama's policies, renegotiating foreign trade deals, and reducing governmental regulation. He also appointed 2 conservative Supreme Court justices, Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh. While in office, he signed a tax bill that aimed to make U.S. businesses more competitive globally.
We have companies pouring back into our country.
He announced the nation's withdrawal from the Paris Climate Accord.
You know, it sounds so nice, but it was a killer. It was a killer for our country.
He also supported a scaled-down form of the Affordable Care Act, but the bill fell 1 vote short when Senator John McCain voted no. Then, in 2019, President Trump allegedly withheld military assistance to Ukraine in exchange for a personal political favor. An investigation into Joe Biden's son.
Article 1 is adopted.
The House of Representatives impeached President Trump for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress.
The impeachment of Donald John Trump.
A high-stakes trial was conducted in the Senate to determine whether Trump should be removed from office.
The Senate, sitting as a court of impeachment, stands adjourned.
He was acquitted of both charges.
This is what the end result is.
As President Trump declared victory, COVID-19 had arrived in the United States. Trump prevented non-Americans in China from entering the country, but generally downplayed the highly contagious virus as it continued to spread.
This is going to go away without a vaccine. It's going to go away, and we're not going to see it again, hopefully, after a period of time.
It has led to an economic crisis and claimed more American lives than World War I. It's under these circumstances that President Trump is seeking 4 more years in office. If he wins, he would become the first impeached president in American history to be re-elected for a second term.